This episode of Horse Shelter Heroes is sponsored by
Celia.
We're going to tell you more about it later, but I'm super excited to have Celia on board to help us rescue even more horses.
We are bringing horses down from quarantine so that we can get ready for the next group that's coming tomorrow.
Oh, that poor horse has a crooked leg, a really bad crooked leg.
The hip bone is here. The hip bone's missing. It's missing.
Like she's broken her hip. We got here first thing this morning and Fiesta tried to jump a panel. Yeah, she's in rough shape this morning. Not what we wanted to come in and find.
Who will save us? Who will save us? When the truth in the shadows. All hail to the hero.
We are going to the vet this morning to take a few horses to go get their coggins done, and we also have 2 castrations to do while we're there as well. This is our final list for coggins, so we're really excited about that. Everyone's loaded up on the trailer and we are ready to go.
I am hitting the ground running because it's our big rescue week, and I don't know how our fundraising's been doing. I really don't know how anything's been doing because I was very good on vacation. I didn't pay any attention to work. I knew all our employees here had it taken care of and I didn't stress at all, so that was amazing. But I'm curious on how much money we have to fundraise for to rescue, and yeah, there's a lot going through my mind, but I'm really happy to be back and the vacation was amazing. With the interesting rescues that we've been doing, it seems like the last 3 months now, we do a rescue mission and then we're told, oh, we can't rescue animals. You know, the auction kicked us out. We're working on all of that still, jumping through all the hoops of, well, you have to be a livestock dealer, you have to do this, you have to do that. Well, the way the law is written is we have to keep them for 60 days. Ever since the beginning of rescuing, is our average stay is 90 days. So these are all horses that we were able to rescue, horses and donkeys, and they've been here for 60 days. So now they're coming out of the 60-day hold, and it kind of stinks that we have to keep them this much longer because, like, these guys are very adoptable. And when we do these big rescue missions, there are a lot of horses that desperately need euthanasia. So we're really happy that all of these guys are able to come into our adoption program. It's just frustrating that we're having to jump through so many hoops right now, but hopefully all the hoop jumping is coming to an end here soon and we can go back to rescuing as normal or the new normal. But yeah, really happy for these guys. This guy's blind, but he is amazing, and she's also blind, but absolutely amazing horse. So excited for them to be coming out so they can finally find homes 60 days after being rescued.
Here, Lily. She's got such short, stubby legs. Lily. Here.
No, everyone comes to you.
Here. Pile, pile, pile. We got a little cat potluck. There we go.
There you go.
That's their Thanksgiving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got all 6 cats in here, and now they're all eating.
7, sorry. 7.
7? 7?
Yep.
Nice.
8. I'm cleaning out the kitten cages and Miss Molly's cage because they're very messy. Aren't you? You messy?
And you're gonna let the cats play during that?
Yeah. They get to go play, and their favorite thing to do is play in the pallets. See, I need a home too. Yeah. Okay. You got fresh litter, fresh food, and waters. There you go, Mama. Okay, so all of the cats are clean. They've got fresh litter, food and water, and they got to play for a little bit, so now hopefully they'll settle down and not be so loud.
We just got back from the vet. All the castrations went well, and the 2 Coggins that we needed done got done as well. We are bringing horses down from quarantine, and it might seem like it's been a short time since we brought the last group, and it has, but yeah, everything is ready to come down. So we are doing that right now so that we can get ready for the next group that's coming tomorrow.
Every time I look in your eyes,
Who wants to get
it always feels just like the first time. I remember everything about that day. What I felt never went away. The sun rises and falls like always. These have been the best of my days. It's only gonna get better, get better.
Okay, so everybody that was left up in quarantine just got ran down. They're all in their respective new pastures, and we are all set and ready for tomorrow.
It's Tony. I heard that you watch every episode. I gotta meet these people.
We've been freaking out for like 2 hours.
Aww.
So we have some fans that stopped by, which is always awesome. We love meeting our fans, but they didn't have an appointment, and today is not a volunteer day, and it's actually a really big rescue week. So Angela's going to be giving them a little tour, and we've got some things they can volunteer with, but I am swamped with fundraising and trying to figure out this big rescue mission, which I'm actually just dangling, basically waiting on the USDA to come to let us know what if we can go back to the auction or not. So I'm like, are we going to the auction? Are we doing another rescue mission type thing? It's really complicated, so, but Angela's got plenty of time, so we're just gonna turn it over to Angela.
I have all kinds of time.
Sure you do.
Sure I do.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so y'all know this is Caitlin, right?
Yep.
And we have our little small dog, small animal. This is my office. And then here's the media department.
Oh my God, the chickens! We've seen every episode of Horse Plus.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So you know all about John and his chickens.
Yes.
Yes.
And Tawny tried chicken therapy.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a chicken.
Megan, it's Jason.
Hi.
We watch every single episode.
Every episode? You
Every
probably watch more than I have then.
We got to meet Jason and Tawny.
Yeah.
Our volunteer days are usually the first Wednesday of each month, which we are doing them year-round now. If you just want to kind of rake up the riding arena and kind of make it look nicer.
All right. You ready, kiddo?
Yep.
We have some fans here today. They've watched all of our episodes. They got to meet Tawny, and even though it's not a volunteer day, they wanted to volunteer, so we found them something to do. They're busy raking the riding arena. Our fans had finished up helping out and are on their way out. Hopefully they can come back for another volunteer day.
We absolutely love having visitors, but if you'd like to visit us, please call, make an appointment so we can ensure that your visit is as fun as possible and it's not on a day that we're really busy trying to get a lot done. But yeah, love having visitors and always love meeting our fans. Today is our buyout program, and we're having staff meeting and a truck and trailer pulled in with the first group of horses. So we'll just kind of see how today rolls, but we're expecting 20 horses. We're able to give, through fundraising and everything, $500 for the first 20 horses. After that, due to lack of funding, we have to drop it down to 200 a horse. We rescued over 100 through the buyout program in the last 2 months, and we can't do that. You know, funds get depleted. So now we're saying we can take the first 20. If we get more donations in, we could take more. And I'm hoping we can, because the auction is this afternoon. And if they feel like they can get slaughter price for them here, they will bring them here. Yeah, I'm still so frustrated about the whole situation, getting kicked out from the auction, but we're still working with the USDA, and there's an investigation ongoing on about that with us getting kicked out. So we're rolling, and we're still saving horses, but we do need your support. We've done a protest over at the auction, but because the weather's supposed to be just nasty and raining all day, we're just gonna be staying focused on doing the buyout program here at our facility. Again, we're keeping all these horses for at least 60 days unless they have quality of life issues. So we're in compliance with not having our dealer license. USDA says we don't need one, but trying to abide by what the state wants. We're getting all their Coggins copied down in the office, so all the originals are staying down there. Because the weather's so crazy and we don't know exactly how many horses are going to be coming in today, we're just going to be doing their photo intake unless they're extremely critical. And if they're critical, then we'll take them and do our normal intake through our barn, where we can x-ray them and do all those things. But if they're stable, we're just gonna turn them out in the pastures, let them rest. The nice thing with the buyout program is these horses haven't gone through the auction. They haven't had all that stress, dehydration and stuff. Like, we're getting them before they end up at auction, which is huge to me. We wanna get them settled down, and then we'll do their intake later. So they're coming up here. We've got a nice group of young horses. So to save them from even entering the slaughter pipeline is fantastic. And they're babies. They have a huge life ahead of them. And so many horses just disappear forever into the slaughter pipeline and are gone. So the buyout program is an amazing gift for these horses. And I'm so grateful to everyone who donates to us for the buyout program, but we definitely need more donations. When I go to auctions, you know, we take pictures of the horses. I send out emails, please help. People see that and they want to donate. The buyout program, we haven't been able to do that. Like, we're helping these horses, we need donations, and I'm so grateful for you all who are donating, but donations are definitely down, which means we can't rescue as many horses. But we've rescued over 100 through the buyout program in the last, you know, it would be 3 months now. And we've depleted our reserves in our rescue fund, unless we can raise more funds for them. So we'll do the best we can. We'll save as many horses as we can from entering the slaughter pipeline.
Right now we are just kind of figuring out who's who. We're gonna split them off individually so we can take a look at them, get pictures of them, figure out if they're male, female, and then we're gonna separate them accordingly.
So I have a dream. I always have dreams, but this would be an amazing dream. Okay, so we have our huge vet barn down there. It's just amazing. My dream would be to turn this into a climate-controlled intake barn and have like our squeeze chute in here and like holding pens down at that end, and like they can come in here and like we could be warm in the wintertime, because intake in the wintertime is terrible. We'd have lights in here, like, oh, that sound like feasible with support? So Keith says it's a nice idea, but
if you need help putting up framing, I got you.
Yeah, it would be amazing to have, you know, just renovate this barn a little bit, and we could have, you know, like stalls maybe on this side, and we could just turn the other barn into like a strict quarantine barn and add more stalls into that one. But super cute.
He's got a severe overbite, did you notice that?
Oh, poor baby. He's super cute.
He is.
A little bit of a snotty nose. Kimberly is just checking the verification of the Coggins on him, and then we'll be running him into that side because we've got boys and girls, so there could be some unexpected pregnancies. But we don't want that happening here, so they're getting separated today. So they're gonna be all the boys are gonna get run down through the barn over there, and then girls will be over there. It's great to be utilizing this barn for intake because it's like a little bit of my dream is a reality, but I don't know, I could just see it. Like we have a whole climate controlled like we do at the vet hospital, and then holding pens, and it'd be amazing. What we're doing right now is we're just cutting one of the horses off, which they're herd animals, they like to stay together. But as soon as we get one cut off, then we'll be able to bring it in, get its photos taken, and just go through the herd that way.
It's so hard to separate them because they're all wet. It's so humid out here. All the papers are just like, yeah. And like I use my fingers, but it's already wet.
Humid and cold, but you know, if we, I think we could do this, Keith. So. Like it would take some fundraising and improve.
We just have to close this end off.
But I'm thinking like a breezeway, like we still move horses through.
Yeah, I mean we'd have a door, you know, system.
Yeah.
Here, with a breezeway going up, stalls on both sides.
Because then we could have like a refrigerator
we could have climate controlled like auction intake.
Yes. we could have a refrigerator for the vaccines.
Oh yeah. I like this idea.
I have a little office up there.
And when we have our blood work machine, we could actually have like blood work being done on them as they go through. Dreaming.
It doesn't match.
So
it doesn't have socks, but it's the only black 2-year-old
from
boy.
An auction. And we know how auction coggins are. Nothing ever matches. So on horses that we get from auctions, our policy is just to pull coggins on everybody. We actually have binders of coggins that aren't right. Like just for 3 months, there's just this huge binder of coggins that don't match. So we get coggins on everybody because auction coggins they really don't care. And it's a reason, a lot of it I think is because most of the horses are going to slaughter, and you don't they ship them without coggins to slaughter. So we do our very best to make sure that we're getting everybody done. Even if they come from auction, they have coggins, we redo it because we don't trust the auction coggins.
Oh boy.
We got a wild one.
We got a wildie.
He's like, I'm gonna stay with my friends. It looks like this horse, the more he's moving around, that he is really dropped on his back end, so it looks like DSLD. Our vets will be able to confirm that. But his coggins show that he went through an auction in a kind of a higher end auction in July. And so most likely somebody got him and was riding and realized he does have this problem and wanted to get rid of him. So again, that's why the buyout program is so important, is intercepting these horses from entering the slaughter pipeline or going back into the auctions, and keeping them from going to slaughter. The nice thing I see with these is these are like quarter horse babies.
Yeah.
And like quarter horses aren't really, everyone wants non-gated horses in Tennessee because everything's gated. So these guys would be very adoptable once we hold them for 60 days. That's a smart horse. This is a good horse. Somebody adopt this one. You'd make a nice gelding. See how sensible you are? Smart thinking. So we always want a horse that logically thinks about stuff and doesn't do what the one did that tried to run us all over.
So I dare say this Coggins does not match. Because there's no star either. Okay.
Watch out.
Oh, it's okay, baby. You poor thing. So scared.
Oh.
Wrong way.
The other one's very nice. The other one thinks very well. Let's, yeah.
You want to just change sides? Yeah.
Yeah.
See if.
There we go.
There we go.
So you saw a horse that was very logically thinking, and then one that's a little like not logically thinking, but that's okay. Everyone's a little bit different. So that concludes our first group of 9, and we do have more coming in. I'm going to be working on fundraising, so hopefully we can get even more horses to come in. It's kind of difficult when, you know, we can't, it's not like they're at the auction, we're like, hey, there's 80 horses here. You know, there's people that are like, hey, we'll bring you horses, but we want their slaughter price. Just do the best we can, but we are saving horses, and that's what it's all about. We've got the group settled in, and they're all doing well. So this is the first group. We have another group that can come in. We have more horses that they want to bring in, so I'm gonna see if we can do some more fundraising. You know, in the United States, every horse has a slaughter price on its head, and that is the price that the slaughterhouse will pay. So with this buyout program, it's giving people that have horses another option besides the slaughterhouse. And I mean, I would think it would be amazing to have a program where every Full Circle Life horse shelter was able to purchase horses in the slaughter price range and prevent them from going to slaughterhouses. The one thing the buyout program has shown us over the last 3 months now is that people will drive horses here. I mean, you know, they take them to auctions, they'll bring them to us, and these are horses that, you know, people don't care what happens to them. You know, they go to slaughter, who cares? But they can come here, they can get the best chance they can, and if they come in and they do need the last act of kindness, then it's done with respect and dignity and love. You know, we just have to end the slaughterhouse and the slaughter pipeline. You know, horses are beautiful animals. They shouldn't be tortured and slaughtered for human consumption. So, you know, it's great that we're having the buyout program and we're able to, you know, test out this program in a real way. And I think it would be amazing to just be able to accept horses for their slaughter price. And I know together we can make that happen, and we can change the world for horses.
Hey Corey, what you doing?
I am getting my daily dose of Celia in right now.
Celia Energizing Mix is a power mix that provides steady and lasting energy, increased physical performance, and a formidable mental edge.
I've been taking this for about 2 weeks now. It has really been helping me just keep my energy up, and it's actually helping me focus a lot better too. I've been drinking one of these a day.
When used on a consistent basis and combined with regular use of Celia, Cellular Regeneration Daily Dose may improve your long-term cellular health while giving you the enduring energy you need.
So I usually put half of it in there at a time because it's a smaller cup. And I'll mix it with hot water. All right. Feeling great now. It's time to get to work.
Celia Energizing Mix. Healthy, lasting, steady energy. Get it now.
Sun has set. We're still waiting on the second trailer with 10 plus horses in it. Supposed to be here pretty soon. I don't think we're gonna do the same photo intake like we did this morning. We'll triage any critical ones we will take care of tonight, depending on what that looks like. If it's getting them settled in a stall, if they need humane euthanasia, we'll just assess it once they get here. And we'll do photos on the rest tomorrow. So we'll just keep them in the barn tonight. So we have a plan, we're just waiting for them.
This is Brew. She's waiting for her adopter to get here. He just sent me a message and said he was on his way. He drove all night to get here from Florida before we close for the Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, now he gets to do the fun part. You get to grab her picture from the looking for love and put it on the found love wall. Hey, that's my nose.
Baby chicks. So I guess Corey got me a gift, and I must share my gift with John.
I know.
We got, let me show you. Okay, so you got Chunko here. This is Chunko. That's Chunko, see? Hey, we got quiet.
He's fat.
This is Chiquillo. This is Chica de Mente. That's Chica Abuela. Chica Flake. And that's Chico. There you go.
He can't, right now he has one chicken.
Yeah, I have one chicken.
And that's not okay. So we could get him a Silky with a mohawk to be friends with. What did you end up naming your chicken?
Henrietta.
Henrietta. We could give you a little rooster and name him Johnetta.
John. No, Mercy. No.
Thank you for returning my children.
No problem.
Thief.
Oh! I'm not a thief! It fills my heart every single time I see a baby chick. Just like Chunko.
So everyone's actually leaving and we're still waiting for the horses to come. How's it going, Keith?
Going good.
I wish it was summer and it's still daylight, but
Oh yeah, but it's not.
they'll be coming in here pretty soon. We're just waiting for the next load of horses. All right, we have just got the last truck and trailer here for the day, so it should be a total of 20 horses, I do believe. All right, hi babies. I'm gonna get them all unloaded up to quarantine and settled in for the night. And yes, this is Tawny filming here. I'm gonna try to turn the camera around. All right, so yes, I have the camera now. It's after hours, so I am now the film person along with a lot of other things. So if this filming is not up to par with how you would normally like your film to be, I do apologize, but I have many hats, and when the camera team is gone, I grab the camera, and if I didn't, you wouldn't be able to see what you're about to see. So I hope you are appreciative. We'll get in there and get a better look at them. It sounds like one of them is injured. One of them has severe arthritis. So we'll see what we can do for them, get them settled in for the night, and hopefully everybody will be okay through the night. But we're gonna get them evaluated. All right, so one of the horses has a really bad old injury. So we're gonna wanna get that taken care of. So let's triage this one in the barn, and we'll figure out what's going on. It does not look good. And then, oh, that poor horse has a crooked leg. Easy, babies.
That's the one I just took the...
Okay. It's got a really bad crooked leg, but that's an old broken leg injury. This is the most critical. Phew, it smells bad. That's all pus in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like hollow.
Yep.
Like there's so much muscle weakness, and that's like the muscle's gone in that section.
That's why it made me think that it was a bad shot.
Well, if you look over here though, you see the hip bone is here. The hip bone's missing. It's missing. Like she's broken her hip.
Yeah.
You can see there how it's different. Like this bone that's right here is gone. Like that's all broken up in her body, and huge, massive infection. She's just oozing pus everywhere, and it's just hollow. And it's so sad, but I'm glad she's here, and we're gonna do the best thing we can for her. It's just really sad that she
she's in this condition and that she suffered for quite a while. Poor baby. So I'm gonna give her the last act of kindness. So rescuing is never easy. It's when you rescue any animals, regardless of condition, you rescue animals that sometimes and often need euthanasia on intake. And tonight we saw that, and that is hard, but I'm thankful that I am a certified euthanasia technician, because when we're confronted with such suffering, we're able to give peace, and that's so important. We're gonna go kind of do a triage through the other horses. I know I saw one with a crooked leg. Emily, what did you see?
So I saw a gray that looks like she has had some sort of damage to her neck. It dips down. We of course saw the one with the crooked leg. There is a standard bred with an eye that is missing that also looks like it could possibly be infected.
And then I saw a big black horse that looked like he was really struggling to walk. And it looked like severe old arthritis. So we're gonna go do a herd assessment to figure out if anyone needs to come into the stalls behind me tonight, or if they will be okay being in the big barn and just resting through the night, and we'll start our intake tomorrow. So we're gonna go do that now. Got them settled in there. They're all quiet, they're eating. We'll let them rest, and then tomorrow we will start their intake. And there are 2 that I'm concerned about, but it's old injuries, and I think they'll be okay for the night. They're all settled in. Great group of helpers here tonight. It would be very rough to do it without them. The Jeep light is blinding me, but like I said, I'm like bad with the shadows. I'm not the film person, but if I hadn't filmed this, you wouldn't have seen what we did. So tomorrow there'll be more professional people behind the camera. There we go. All right, so they're tucked in, they're ready to sleep, and I've got paperwork I gotta do, and then I can head home, and then we'll be back at it tomorrow. We got here first thing this morning, and Fiesta tried to jump a panel and she got hung up, and she punctured a little hole in her neck, which did bleed, so now we're covered in blood. Her leg is asleep, so we have her standing with the tractor to try to get her bearings under her a little bit more. We're gonna try to get her into our surgery room where we can give her a warm bath to bring her body temperature back up, make her feel good because she's got sore muscles now. Yeah, she's in rough shape this morning. Not what we wanted to come in and find, but when you own animals, things like this happen. We need to just always be prepared. And we have a great team here jumping into action for Fiesta, and we're hoping for the best. We never know if there's something more going on with her, but we will be in communications with our medical team and getting her the best help possible. So right now our main concern is getting her into our surgery room where we can give her a warm bath. But yeah, poor baby. So we are communicating with Dr. Lydia. She's giving a plan of treatment. She is doing better. She's had some medication, so she's feeling better now. Her legs are just asleep from being, when she tried to crawl over the fence, she got stuck. I think her leg just basically fell asleep. We gave her a warm bath. We're just trying to get the blood flow back into her legs and get her comfortable. We're gonna give her electrolytes. Dr. Lydia wants her to have electrolytes, and then also we're gonna be giving her fluids just to help her. So we'll see how this goes, but she is doing better. side of your body took a beating, girl. You're not an Olympic jumper. It's really nice to use the sling in this situation because like she's trying to use her legs again, like they're waking up finally from being, you know, if you slept on your leg wrong or your arm and you wake up and you're like, ah, that's what she's had to go through pretty significantly. But the sling allows her to move and kind of get her legs under her again where she's not falling. So she's doing good. We like to see all this movement. She's standing on her front legs now, and that's huge because she wasn't doing that earlier. And she's just trying to get those back legs working. You're a good girl. You crazy, crazy girl. Yeah. There was a lot of blood. And she's got like one puncture wound I found. I guess it bled, and if you hit the vein, it can bleed. So she didn't lose so much that like we're worried about her in that way. Just I thought there was like she's gonna need stitches or something, but hosing her off with the warm water, she was fine. So we're gonna take x-rays of her just to confirm that there's nothing broken going on in there. And then we're gonna get a pen set up for her and just let her rest because she's had quite the ordeal this morning. And we've still got 20 horses to take care of up in quarantine. Emily was helping us. She is now feeding, and different people have been dispersed out to their job duties, but she's standing on 3 legs right now, and I'm very excited about that. We've taken x-rays. Dr. Lydia has been great communicating back and forth about what she's seeing in the x-rays. The goal is that we'll get her where she can lay down and rest. She is standing on all 3 legs now. The one leg where she rubbed herself pretty good, she's not standing on just yet. She's gonna have to take some time to recover from this. This isn't anything that you just are fine from the next day. This is Wednesday, Thanksgiving's tomorrow, so we thought we were all gonna have a nice, long, easy weekend, but things like this happen, and that's when you own animals, you have to take into account for that, but this is gonna be a journey. Dr. Lydia says, you know, a lot's gonna determine whether or not she can put weight on this leg over the course of time. But we're looking at least 8 weeks of recovery for this girl. So we'll just really need to keep her in our thoughts and prayers that she can make a full recovery and that she's gonna be okay and make it back through this. And you know, every case we handle here is a case-by-case situation. If we found a 25-year-old horse in the same situation, I think we would have gone for the last act of kindness, because to try to put a aged horse through a recovery like this is not, it wouldn't be fair for the horse. Like their organs could start shutting down. There's a whole host of things. But she is young. She got herself into a predicament, you know, with all the x-rays and everything. Like we're very hopeful that she can make a full recovery. So it's just gonna be a bit. Gonna bring her little friend Dolly in. She's a blind mini, so she's not in here alone. Corey moved and she tried to follow him, so we want to make sure she's happy with a friend in here. All was going great with her having her friend because they love each other, but then Dolly got cranky and started kicking, and now she's on the ground. And Dolly cannot be in here. And now Dolly's really mad. Dolly! Oh, baby. I'm sorry, Fiesta. We had everything so perfect. All right, bye, Dolly. I have no words. So Dr. Lydia is thinking it would be a good idea for her to have a tetanus antitoxin just in case. So she's getting that shot, and then we're gonna let her rest. She's had a very traumatic morning, so have all of we. And we're just gonna let her hang out here, and it's gonna be okay if she lays back down, but hopefully she's laying on the side that's not the injured side. All right, baby. What a morning. I figure out what to do with this blood on my jacket. But anyways, we're gonna go up to quarantine and do our little intake, get photos of everybody like we did yesterday for the first group, and we'll go from there. But yeah, crazy morning. We are driving up to quarantine to do our little brief intake. Basically, we're getting photos, and there are a couple of horses that we're concerned about. So we're also gonna be able to take x-rays and send them to Dr. Lydia to see what her thoughts are. Now we're wishing we were in the heated barn down there. But anyways, we're up here to do our just brief intake. We'll get photos of everybody. And it's so cold and windy that the fan is just sitting over there blowing, like just spinning.
It's cold.
You
I mean, I
need one of those, like,
really
insulated
enjoyed being in vacation in Aruba where it was 80 degrees day and night, but
If you go on a tropical vacation in the
winter time, you come back and you
it'll
freeze.
always be this when you get back.
It'll come back to bite you.
He has an old scar on his nose. We're seeing a lot of issues with this horse, so he's gonna go up to the barn and we'll take x-rays. He has one from last night I was pretty concerned about, and I'm still concerned. Her legs are so sad. So we're gonna put her up in a stall because we're really worried about her legs, and then we'll further assess her later. So his brands, he has multiple different brands on his neck. He could have been imported from overseas for racing, and then probably maybe get injured, who knows what, and then ended up as an Amish horse. And he is off on his back leg, which we'll have Dr. Lydia check out and see what's going on. But a lot of the horses we see at auctions and now through the buyout program, they're coming to us for a reason, and because somebody decided use them up until they were broken and just wanted to have them disappear in the slaughter pipeline. But we are intercepting horses from the slaughter pipeline and doing the best we can for them. And we work with amazing veterinarians that help us on these hard cases. All right, we're done with the photos. Now we're going to take care of the two that were critical. We can get to the bottom of what's going on with them and give them the last act of kindness if that's what they need. Like that, this should not look like that. That should be up here. It does not look normal.
Yeah.
So we'll send the x-rays to Dr. Lydia and see what she says. So this is just really sad. I'm really thankful that she's here because she is a horse that would have just disappeared in the slaughter pipeline because she's crippled. And I sent the video to Dr. Lydia, and she's like that. She literally got sick watching the video. And on the black horse, she also says that it looks like there's possible bone infection going on as well. So both of these horses are going to need the last act of kindness because they are suffering, and it's the kindest thing we can do for them. Well, that wraps up our day up here. Obviously, you know, usually we do a lot more in-depth intake, but it is really cold, and tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we know that everybody's stable and happy. And you know, out of the group of 20
3 needed the last act of kindness, and there are probably some more that once, you know, Dr. Lydia is doing exams and stuff, she might find some things going on. But overall, I think this rescue mission has been a huge success. And in the last 3 months, we've been able to pull 124 horses out of the slaughter pipeline through the buyout program. And to rescue 124 horses and intercept them from going to an auction in 3 months is huge. So I'm really excited about that, and we'll see what happens next month. We might be able to be let back into the auction, we don't know, but we're gonna continue rescuing horses, and please donate for our buyout program. 124 horses, so that first 100 horses really depleted our rescue budget. So we were able to rescue 20 this month, and I think that's huge. And it's what rescue is about, is we change the lives for as many animals as possible.
So Fiesta is going to need treatments every day over the weekend because of her little incident with the fence. Thankfully, we have someone coming every day to check on her, and Tani has access to watch her on the video camera 24/7. So Tani will be keeping an eye on her, and then someone will be checking on her in person every day. Dr. Lydia prescribed some meds for her over the weekend, so I'm just getting those set up and ready so that our weekend feeders can take good care of her.
Put the Caro with it, or?
No, I just need to put a label.
So what will she be getting then over the weekend?
It's phenylbutazone. It's an anti-inflammatory, kind of similar to if you're gonna take like ibuprofen or something like that. So it'll help with the swelling and the pain and discomfort. She's not interested in grain, and because of the swelling on the side of her face, she's having a hard time chewing. So we're gonna be giving that to her in Caro, just to make it a little bit more palatable and easier for her to get down. So I'm just gonna check on Fiesta really quick, make sure she's settled in for the night and is gonna be okay without us here. Again, Tani is gonna be keeping an eye on her through the video camera, but we'll just make sure she has everything she needs for the night. She's got lots of water, but I'm gonna put 2 buckets in here, probably. Move this a little closer in case she wants some salt. Because 5 gallons a day is not enough. So I'm gonna put a second bucket in here. Poor baby, I'm so sore. I feel like her swelling looked like it went down maybe a little bit on this side. Fiesta looks like she's doing as good as she can at the moment. I got her filled up with water, and I'm gonna leave the food out overnight, see if she wants to eat it. If not, she should be good for the weekend, and we'll get updates throughout the weekend, make sure she continues to do okay, but she's being supervised 24/7, so hopefully she pulls through this.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Horse Shelter Heroes, sponsored by Celia. Celia is an amazing company, and they want to help horses. 20% of every order purchased through Celia will be donated to Plus Humane Society, and the exciting thing is, if we can get 100 orders within the first month, they'll donate enough to save,
we'll be able to save 1 more horse.
They will donate $1,000 if we can sell to 100 people their first order. So check it out, the product is great, and the energy drink, I mean, you've seen in the episode, it helped out our staff, and you can always purchase it and send it to us as well. And it's really important to have, you know, all the supplements that we take care of for our animals. It's just as equally important to take care of ourselves. So please check out their website, place an order with the link below, and help us get to that 100 orders so we can rescue 1 more horse.